Little mix from DJ Unity, my boy Edwin.
I woke up, the day was June 10th. Then I want you to know in my locks I had length. I spit more than strength, this is crazy.
Some old E-Complete freestyle, check it out.
Caught up in the mix, the style is just free. This is more than poetry, ain't nobody seeing me. Yo, I'm not like cool or a fan. I want you to know that I'm not no speaker spanner. Yo, this is the crazy man, and I got ill manner. Let my man Bruce Banner, I can flip on tracks and just change the whole beat. If I rock a green shirt, then I rock a green street. I'm wild against the green bucks, green dollars. Want you to know cats wanna scream and holler for the green collar. I don't play that game cause I'm a blue collar, and I play that name, and I can play that fame because I keep it real. And hip hop, son, is more than just steel. Cats wanna pop and squeal for a deal, but I want you to know I'm still gonna make a meal. Yo, I'm just like one of the best, and I can take it freestyle just straight from the chest. If I can chip my tooth and make it just grow again, I want you to know it's more than a friend. I spit at a foe, and I spit at a friend, and I want them to both know it's not gonna end. Never my life, never tried. I spit for my wife in the future. I'm gonna have to just get you like future. The favorite color of the players from the Tampa Bay Bucks. Understand I'm out of luck, never that, cause I got faith in destiny, and it's always on my back. See, my papa was from Tampa, and they shot his butt. But I want you to know I'm not going out like that, Yo.
You know, I'm a little tired today, a little under the weather, so I didn't feel like rhyming for you, freestyling. So I wanted to play a little old joint from my boy Edwin, DJ Unity, and E-Complete freestyle. How you guys feeling? It's episode 325, Aries season. The part of fortune in Aries and the cusp of power, which this year is from the 18th to the 22nd. Many years it's the 19th to the 23rd. It's a 5-day orb. You know, don't talk bad about other astrologers, but when they tell you 7-9 days, no. It switches, but it's always going to be 28, 29, 0, 1, 2 degrees. Look at numerology. 27 degrees, that's 9. Completion. Then 28 and 29, you're starting to ingress into the Taurus. 0, 1, 2, and then 3, right? Man, woman, child. 3 is Jupiter, so then you're fully into it, the 3rd degree, into the sign. Okay? Sorry, having a little snack coming off of lunch with Eric on IG. I know some of you were probably there. Thank you for coming back. How you guys feeling today? Did you watch me last night? I was on Awaken to Dream School with Anjani Seagrass. We broke down the Libra full moon for all 12 rising signs. Go to her channel, or you could see, I put the link in my community. And it's also, if you guys ever want to see my interviews on other channels, I have a playlist here called Interviews in Media. And you could see all my different podcast interviews where I am a guest on other people's shows. And I have that there. So I put that there last night, you know, with me and Anjani from Awaken the Dream School. It was really fun. We broke down all 12 signs. It was kind of deep. We got into a lot of different stuff, but really fun. Hope everybody's well. We're going to get to the chat in a second. Just want to let you guys know, I'll announce it a little later when more people come. This Saturday, a lot of people are coming. There's still seats left. Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, 2 hours, $22, talking about the transit, muy importante, Jupiter in Cancer for the next 12 months, starting June 9th. This is going to be really big. It's exalted there. We're going to break it down for all 12 rising signs. Then, in the second hour, I will be reading, or we as a group will read one Coffee Talk member's birth chart. I'll select it on Friday. Friday night, I'll send out the Zoom link. So you can volunteer and offer your chart, and you can pay today. It will close tomorrow night at midnight. But you could pay today the $22. Cash App, it's down there in the description. $ BigEAstro. PayPal as a friend to tailoredtoyoucoaching@gmail.com. Tailored, my last name and an ED. The number 2, the letter U, coaching@gmail.com. Okay, so, but just email me, eric@BigEAstrology.com, or you can go to the website and book it. I think it's on the first page of the product page. Coffee Talk. And then next Friday will be the next Coffee Talk. So I'll be doing a video, and Wifey will finish up that the graphic and put that out. We'll be breaking down Saturn in Aries starting May 24th until November. So that's going to be a powerful transit, and it's a sneak preview, just like Neptune and Aries, for February 2026. Okay? So next Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, it's only $13, 65 minutes. It's going to be fun. So let's see who's here. How you guys feeling today?
Well, hello. We have Maddie's eyes here.
Hey,
nice
Mama.
to see you again.
What's up, Maddie?
I just saw you a few minutes ago. Let's see. What's she talking about? She says hello to everybody. She says, at Clearwater Beach here in Florida with my niece. Oh, how lovely. The water must be lovely.
I'm jealous, Maddie.
Who's in town for a day in case, or who's in town for a day in case I don't respond quick enough? I love you in advance. God bless you always.
Thank you, Maddie. Same to you, sweetie.
And we are so appreciative of you every day.
And I like your IG page, Maddie.
Nice. And I think I saw that actually. Yeah. Yes. Very family oriented. It was good to see you. And then Rose Jefferson. Hello, Eric and Alana. And
what's up, Rose?
Mwah, mwah. Good to see you.
How you feeling, lady?
Gigi the Empress is here. Thank you.
Gigi in the house.
Such a supporter, and I appreciate you.
I really appreciate it, Gigi.
You said you missed lunch, but you're catching the replay. I could have sworn I saw you there today.
Yeah. Well, she came towards the end. Okay. But yeah, you were there.
And then Stoke
watch the replay,
Culture is here.
What up, Stoke Culture? Peace again. That's Manjai.
Okay, because I was going that Stoke part.
Yeah.
Oh, well then I've been seeing you. Okay, I did not put.
Just switch up the names.
Manjai with this. Well, there we go. Okay, see. Well, thank you for coming both places. So good to see you again.
I really appreciate it. How you guys feel? I'm
sitting up here working on. I'm doing a post for Sabali Pure, but I'm also working on a graphic for Eric. This is it here. He's going to be on with Rebecca Vidinoff. She's an amazing Akashic Records reader. And
you did that one for her show on TikTok?
I made it in your thing, but are we?
There's 2 shows back to back.
Okay, so is this?
So there's April 22nd on my page on YouTube, and the 23rd is on TikTok.
I know I'm going to send it. Okay,
and that's got to be square. Yeah.
April 22nd at what time?
Tuesday. Is the 22nd Tuesday? Yeah, Sunday's the 20th. 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
So let me get into the part of fortune. Do any of you guys have the part of fortune in Aries? And if you watch my part of fortune series, so part of fortune is spiritual and or financial blessings. And it's an area that you can struggle in earlier on in life. You know, like being assertive and aggressive, initiating, being direct, being brave and courageous, a leader. But it starts to bring in usually some spiritual and or financial blessings around the age of 30. Excuse me. And so that can be really good, because then you can really start to harness and bring in those financial and spiritual blessings. So whatever house you have Aries in and you have the part of fortune in it, that would tell you sort of the themes that you could be focused on, or, you know, also can also tell you other ages. So let's say if you had it in the first house, for an example, the blessings could come in at 30, but they may come in at 24 or 36, you know, because that, you know, the first house is 0, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120. And you count counterclockwise, right? So the third house would be 26. Okay. 38, 50 years old, for an example. So just know when you have the part of fortune in Aries, you're going to wind up finding that positive things happen when you assert yourself, when you initiate, when you're willing to take charge and not worry about other people's thoughts or opinions or getting their help. It's on you. Okay? Excuse me. I just want to get the pineapple juice off my fingers and stuff like that. My wife never gives me a fork when I have to do my fruit like that, and I like to do it with a fork.
I'm like, use your fingers. Get into it. My gosh. He's so prissy.
She has heathen tendencies.
I do. I'm like, listen, we are not dirtying up that fork. I have the tendencies of the person that does the dishes. Okay?
Heathen tendencies.
Says the man who doesn't do the dishes.
I will clean a fork in a minute.
Oh, please. Listen, you know.
So let me tell you though, the part of fortune.
How many forks I clean in a day? You know how many Oh my God.
So
These
today,
people are
I'm so
people.
excited. The boys have a
Jesus.
track meet today. I'm very excited. We're going to check them out, and it's going to be really fun. I ran track in high school as a track star, and so I'm really excited for them. Mateus is doing shot put and the relay, and Jackson's doing relay. And, so I think they're both going to wind up getting into long jump as well. I used to do long jump, triple jump, 400, 800. So really excited for them. And, so just think about how you can be the pioneer maverick and initiate and assert yourself. And that's where the part of fortune will show up and bring you those blessings. And they're not always going to be financial. And then there's a deeper concept in astrology when you're looking at zodiacal releasing, where the part of fortune really starts to, focus more on your health. The lot of fortune and the lot of spirit is about business and career. And then a lot of Eros is for your relationships. Okay, so it's really interesting. It's something that I'm trying to, really master so I can teach it in my level 2 course. I'm thinking about redoing and putting it out there for you guys if you're interested. I do one-on-one astrology teaching all the time, so you can always sign up for that. But I'm thinking about doing my course. I think it's a 10-week course. Doing the basic introduction to astrology, like Astrology 101, teaching you how to read a basic birth chart, but giving you the foundation, signs, planet, houses, learning chart rulership, learning how to read a chart. You get a lot of sample charts in the class. It's really a great course. So I was thinking, what are we in April? I may think about doing that in the fall or early summer. Because summer slows down, and I know sometimes people travel, but a lot of people don't. And even if you do travel, maybe you could still do, on the laptop, sign in for class, but that's something that I may even launch like in May or June. So we'll see. Okay. But just know the part of fortune, and I break this part of fortune down in there too, everything, right? The Juno, the Chiron, the Black Moon Lilith, all these things that you need to know separate from the major, Sun through Pluto. Okay. Ceres, the goddess of harvest, which I still got to do that video for Cancer. I'm going to try to get that done before the weekend's out because I'm just so busy. I got, charts and everything. So, but that energy, I also find that when you don't assert yourself and are not willing to step out on your own and be brave and courageous, that's where you're not going to feel you're not going to feel successful. You know what I mean? You're not going to feel, because the part of fortune will really, like, you may struggle with it the first 10, 15 years in terms of how you assert or initiate. But once it comes online, that's going to be like your golden ticket. So the part of fortune really does give you that insight, to launch into things head first. You got to figure out the balance of being overly impulsive and how assertive and aggressive you are. But you'll figure it out, and it will, more often than not, when you do take that first step to initiate, you will be rewarded. And that's a good thing. So I like part of fortune in Aries. I think it's actually a good placement. Yeah, I forgot where mine was. Well, I know where mine is, but I'm not going to get into that here right now. But you guys want to share where your part of fortune is? Does anybody have the part of fortune in Aries? Let me know. And how you guys been doing with this Neptune in Aries? My dreams have been wild. And I wonder if the Neptune in Aries is bringing the allergies to me in the 6th house.
We have Daniela Coco here.
Oh,
happy Thursday.
You're new, Daniela Coco.
And she's finally been able to make it to a live.
I'm so happy. Well, share your big three. Nice to meet you, Daniela.
For coming.
Sun, Moon, and Rising.
And then
I give a free breakdown for you.
Chantel is.
Thank you, Chantel. What's up, Mama?
She said, mine looks like it's in Gemini. I've never thought of this.
Okay. Well, for you, it's through your hand skills and your communication skills, even your writing. That's where you're going to get the spiritual and financial blessings in your life. Okay. And you can let me know, I'll be curious, have you ever had any issues with your hands or your lungs? Could be something. But definitely the spiritual and or financial blessings will come through your hand skills, your skills, your communication, your writing, your word, Chantel. All right.
All right.
So anybody with the part of fortune Aries, and did Daniela give her big three?
Let's see. So Daniela, part of fortune in Taurus for me.
Oh, okay.
And do you know what your big three is?
Your sun, moon, rising?
Or do you want us to do that for you? We're happy to. And then Rose Jefferson says, I think my part of fortune is in Cancer. And yes, dreams have been wild. Yes, I've been dreaming quite a bit. I need to remember to have
She's got that Aries 12th house.
My husband talks to people about this all the time.
Yeah, the dream
I talk
book.
to people, but then I don't write it down. I go, I'm going to remember it in the morning. You don't remember it. And then Daniela said, nice to meet us as well. And then she's a Libra sun, an Aquarius moon, and a Virgo rising.
Virgo rising, Libra sun in the second, the Aquarius.
She says that.
Wait. The Aquarius moon. Yeah, what?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Libra sun. She says it's in the third house.
Libra sun?
She says Libra sun, third house, Aquarius moon, sixth house, Virgo rising. Is she using Placidus or is she?
Yeah. So, okay. So just so you know, I use the whole sign system. It's more ancient and more accurate. And if Virgo's the first house, the second house is Libra. The third house is Scorpio. So when you use the Placidus, there's interceptions, but it can throw off your chart placements in terms of the aspects. For example, the Virgo rising, right? The opposite is Pisces. So then Aquarius is in the sixth, right? But Aquarius is going to, in the sixth house, trine the Libra in the second. It won't trine it in the third. It's a 120-degree angle. It squares it in the third to Scorpio, which is a 90-degree angle. Does that make more sense to you? So that's why I want you to look at the whole sign system. It will make more sense, and I think you'll find that you'll be in better alignment with your chart. So the moon doesn't like being in the sixth house in Aquarius. The moon, you may be a little detached from mom. The Libra sun, that's the trine. Like I told you, mom and dad really wanted you when you were born. They were in alignment. You're super intelligent. You gotta stop being so tough on yourself, though. Okay, please retire from the negative self-talk. And I collect Aquarius moon, so definitely, if you want, come to Coffee Talk this Saturday, 12 noon, 2 hours, $22, or next Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, $13 to learn about Saturn and Aries. This Saturday is Jupiter and Cancer. Cash App, $ BigEAstro, but you can email me or book it on the website, BigEAstrology.com or Eric at BigEAstrology.com. The Jupiter Cancer transit, that will be affecting you in your 11th house with the internet, your older siblings, friends, groups, organizations. The Aquarius moon, mom may have been someone who's very, intelligent, but always working. You'll find as you get older, you have to pour out and kind of guide and teach mom, share your wisdom and knowledge with mom. She could have been a little detached growing up, Aquarius moons. That's the feeling you can get. But you are definitely someone that, probably will be open to trying different diets, like, trying to be organic and vegan or dairy-free or, vegetarian, things like that. You'll be pretty health conscious. And the Libra second house, you can earn money teaching, event planning, social work. You probably have that Gemini midheaven. So your words and your hand skills will always be a benefit and blessing to you. But you got to retire from negative self-talk. And remember, only God is perfect. The South Node is on your ascendant now. So really focus on your health, your gut health, and your diet, and really spiritually come aligned, knowing that Daniela is worthy of love and she's amazing. Okay. And you probably have a very peaceful, harmonious speaking voice. You may even be an artist or a singer, So, and did you move away from your hometown? Let me know. I'm kind of curious. You may have.
Oh my goodness. I looked down for a few minutes and we've just got a whole bunch of stuff. So we have Aligned with Ari here.
Ooh,
are you new?
I think you're new, Aligned with Ari.
So she says part of fortune in the 7th house, too.
Okay.
Maddie says, I can't remember if it's Virgo or Leo.
Okay.
Aligned with Ari said part of
Okay, so okay, then we have
Is your part of fortune in Aries in the 7th, or just in the 7th? You don't know what is it?
part
what
of
sign?
fortune in Taurus
Oh,
in the
Taurus.
7th
Okay.
house, and Scorpio rising.
Oh, I'm a Scorpio rising. What's up?
And then through Maddie's eyes said May 11th, 1971. I was born in Long Island. I was born in Long Island, Maddie. I was born in Rockville Center.
All right, Maddie. Make sure you
Mercy
email me
Hospital.
your birth stuff, Maddie. Okay, just
And
email
let's
it to me.
see. Now Stokes Culture, Magi Stokes, 83 is here. And let's see, part of fortune in the 9th house, Sag, implications as this aspect is newer to me.
Well, I probably would say, the blessings will come from when you're willing to travel, but to increase your knowledge, your wisdom, your beliefs, expanding them, getting higher knowledge, even publishing, writing a book, but you could feel financially or spiritually blessed when you are expanding your wisdom and beliefs and philosophies, or traveling, or when you're writing. Escribe.
So we have live, love, laugh, leave, love. Live, love, laugh. Wait, live, laugh, love, Lilo here. Sorry, that was a little off.
Okay, I think that may
And
be
you've
Lynn.
been here
Yeah, I think
before,
that's
for
Lynn. Hey,
sure.
Lynn, is that you?
And her part of fortune is in Pisces, 6th house.
Ah.
And Mark Matthews is here.
What's up, Mark?
Peace, king and queen.
What's up,
Peace
Marky
to you
Mark?
too.
How you feeling, man?
And let's see. Daniela Coco said, "Thank you so much. Yes, I did move from my hometown.
Yeah, I knew it.
You were spot on with every single topic.
Thank you.
And aligned with Ari.
What job for the birth chart say?
He's
aligned with Ari. You got the big three. What
a
is
Scorpio rising.
Oh.
He says you're a Scorpio. No.
Yeah.
He's a Scorpio rising. Eyes hidden with. It's so funny. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll explain the emojis that you're using verbally. So you put some kind of emoji that says eyes hidden with shades of LOL.
Yeah, that's Scorpio rising. Yeah. Yes.
Anyways,
Scorpio rising. We'd like to be a little mysterious.
Do you want to give your big three?
You want to share your big three? Sun, Moon, Rising. I'll break it down for you for free. So yeah, we'll get to the Cusp of Power, Aries-Taurus Cusp in a minute. But yeah, the part of fortune can be very helpful for you guys. So it's a good thing for you guys to learn about. Watch my series on YouTube here, my playlist. I've got the part of fortune through all 12 signs and all 12 houses. So you could really get some insight. And make sure you leave a comment. You new people, hopefully you guys subscribe to the channel. You guys all hit the like button for me. I really appreciate it. Did you guys watch the podcast from Tuesday night with Miss Natalie Marconi? It's kind of deep, right? Yeah. She's got the Weirdo Collective. She's real interesting, cool sister, Scorpio rising like me. It was good. It was different, but definitely good. And she had a good time being on the show. So it was cool. And go watch, I told you, with Anjani Seagrass on Awaken to Dream School, we broke down the Libra full moon coming up on Saturday for all 12 rising signs. And that's in my playlist, Interviews and Media. But go to Anjani's channel, Awaken to Dream School. Go subscribe, support her. And while you're here on YouTube, go follow Sabale Pure. Right?
Yes,
she's got a nice YouTube channel.
I don't do nearly as many videos as I need to. What messes me up? I make these 1.5-minute videos for Instagram, and they have to be a minute to get in shorts here.
Then you can just put them up on regular YouTube.
And I feel like minute videos are
YouTube
short.
Shorts is supposed to extend it, but I don't know if they have
but
yet.
I'm saying for me to do a 1 minute or 1.5 minute video as an actual video on YouTube, I feel like it's so short it doesn't make any sense.
That's all right.
So
People
anyways, but follow me anyways. And let me see.
She's got some good teaching stuff about organic and vegan products and health too on there.
Aligned with Ari said Leo Sun, Aquarius Moon, Scorpio Rising. Scorpio Rising,
Aquarius Moon, and the Leo Sun. So you're born on a full moon. You got that T-square going on. You're here for big things. Your downfall could be being too stubborn, too arrogant. So you got to watch for that. The Aquarius Moon in the 4th house, that Pluto is going to be hitting it. So make sure you're taking care of your health, your emotional mind, your mom. This may be a good time in this 20-year transit. Do some parasite cleanse, do intermittent fasting, really purify and cleanse 4th house's chest, breast, stomach. So really focus on that. And align with Ari. This is a gentleman. Yeah.
I don't.
Align with
No,
Ari? No,
no,
it's a lady.
Ari.
Okay.
No, it looks like a woman in
Okay.
the. Your
And
icons are so small. I'm trying to
yeah,
see.
so the Leo
That
sun in
looks
the
like a
10th
woman.
house, you could be extremely creative, but you got to figure out that work home life balance. But yeah, you light up in public, and you know that Leo sun there. Um, just know, you know, for work, I don't know if your midheaven's in the 10th, it could be in the 9th or the 11th, but you really want to be that regal queen out in public, and you know, whatever you, if your heart's aligned with it and whatever you do, you're going to be successful. When the sun's in the 10th house, you'll face obstacles, some haters, but you'll overcome them, you know, and you're smart as a whip. So tap into that Aquarius moon. And you know, Scorpio risings, we about this life. We go through many transformations, 15 to 24, 24 to 35, 35 to 44, 44 to 50, 53. So you go through a lot of different changes in your life, a little death and rebirths, but you're here to break generational curses. And you're definitely a natural empath, and you know, pretty, you know, you're pretty smart as a whip. With the Sagittarius second house, you'll never go broke and homeless. You could face some tough times, but whenever you're in a jam, that money will come through for you. Okay, so thank you for coming. And I'm a Scorpio rising, so you definitely want to book a chart reading with me. It's a deep dive, very spiritual, intuitive, and psychological. We work on reprogramming the subconscious mind, healing your inner child, and really exploring your sleep game and your dream life. Okay, so definitely reach out. Um, you guys ready for the cusp of power, the Aries-Taurus cusp? This is my mama's cusp. Um, you know, we got Luther Vandross, Adolf Hitler, Carmen Electra, my mom. There's a bunch of different people with this energy. You know, just remember, you're dealing with a cardinal fire sign. Boom. If you guys don't know, Rams are actually like, you know, don't really see that well. So they really recognize their spatial awareness through ramming their heads into things, right? Going head first. And it's a cardinal fire sign. So it's a masculine energy, not male, but masculine, meaning assertive, outgoing, initiating. And, you know, Aries is the childhood genius, 0 to 7. And so you mix that, right? Fire and earth gives us like lava. And then Taurus is the feminine fixed earth sign, very grounded, stubborn, practical, pragmatic, sensual, right? It's all about the five senses. Taurus is about the crystals, the jewelry, the gems, you know, touching things, feeling, smelling. Oh, that smells good, right? Lavender. Taurus is and Aries is very fast moving, and Taurus is kind of slow and plodding, except in a car. I don't know what it is, but if you got Taurus in the third, fifth, you know, sixth, 10th house, you are a speed demon, right? But wherever the Taurus is, like, you know, but those are the houses where you can see movement and traveling. Yeah, you probably drive fast going to work, third house, sixth house, 10th house, you know, fifth house, high school, college years, you may have driven fast, right? If you're that cap rising. But Taurus is a Mario Andretti in the car. When you mix these two signs together, these people, it's a ram and a bull, big old ox, right? They are strong. Trust me, my mother had like 25 lives. she, I can't even count how many times she was in the hospital and surgeries and stuff, and she just kept going and going and going. She made it to 80 years old, you know, and you know, there's a resilience that they have that is unmeasurable. You know, you're talking about the first two signs of the zodiac, and the people in the cusp of power, it's named that for a reason. You have a ram and a bull, you've got a lot of power. These people are very they will initiate, but there's a level of, you know, they can be very classy, very distinguished. You know, they definitely will have some like diva energy, but they're very pure too. There's an innocence. You have a lot of innocence with Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, the first three signs. You really do. And, you know, Aries, Taurus, Cusp, they really don't mean any harm, but they gotta march to their own drum. They got to do things their way. Now, this is either going to be this year from the 18th to the 22nd or some years from the 19th to the 23rd. 5-day orb, though. Remember, I told you 28, 29, 0, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. You know how I do. So, it's very specific, but you are clearly either an Aries or Taurus. You're not both signs, but when you're on the cusp, you will feel both the energies because, your Mercury could be, if you're an Aries sun, your Mercury could be in Pisces, Aries, or Taurus. If you're a Taurus sun, your Mercury can be in Aries, Taurus, or Gemini. And you may have other planets like Venus or, other things around there too. So you will definitely, being on this cusp, kind of feel both of those energies, bigly, in a very strong way. Another thing about this sign, this cusp, that's really fascinating. They they will want to have power in a relationship. If they feel powerless, it makes them feel vulnerable. They can feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? But unless they'll find, though, if they're stable financially, they're going to look and initiate financial stability, whether it's through their partner or themselves or both, right? They want to be financially stable. My mom, my dad made money, but my mom had her own job, own career. She was a teacher for 37 years. She was about that. You know what I mean? She wasn't going to just go rely on my dad. So, that cusp of power, they've got an independent spirit and they will initiate getting the bag and getting that money. Okay. Can be accident prone. Okay. And they, can have a powerful, assertive voice, and they may like to curse, may be very good at cursing. My mom was a good cursor. She'll tell you. Even when she had dementia, she still could give you a good curse. It was funny. My mom, I miss my mother. But, it's a great energy. So we'll get to the chat in a second. Let me know if you guys have the cusp of power or if you know anybody with it. But I want to give you a couple of good love matches for them. First, I'll start with the cusps. The Aries-Taurus cusp can work very well with the opposite, the Libra-Scorpio. What's that? Drama and criticism. They can also do pretty well with the cusp of magic, the Gemini-Cancer cusp. And also the cusp of exposure, the Leo-Virgo cusp. They can work with the cusp of prophecy, Sagittarius-Capricorn cusp. Okay. Those can be good as well. And even Scorpio and the cusp of revolution, Scorpio Sag, cusp of revolution. So if they had to be with just like a regular one sign, Libra could work. I think Capricorn could work. The Leo square, but not like the Taurus square, like the Leo maybe could work, But I think cuspy people, if you're really right on that cusp, especially like the 29 0 degree, you may find your relationships are more comfortable if you're at another cusp. Now, that's just being vague. Honestly, you book a synergy compatibility chart or a love chart reading with me. I look at the 5th house, 7th house, Venus, Jupiter, the moon. Mercury is important. The sun is one of the last things we look at. Mars is brother's boyfriend, so we look at the sun and Mars last. But Venus, Juno, Jupiter, 5th, 7th house, Mercury, moon are really important for a love relationship. So let's get back to the chat. Any thoughts or questions about the cusp of power?
Okay, let me see. Aligned with Ari said sun in the 9th, and a ton of transformations, especially with Pluto in Scorpio first. Thank you. And then Maddie said,
Wait, you're Scorpio rising. Your sun should be in the 10th. That's why I want you to look at the whole sign system, right? That Leo sun is in a square to the ascendant. That's a 90-degree angle. In the 9th house, it would be a trine. Scorpio doesn't trine Leo, right? It would trine Cancer in the ninth. Ninth house is Cancer, 120 degrees. Same element as the trine. So that's why I want you to know. That's why Placidus doesn't really work. So that Leo sun is in the 10th. That's a square 90-degree angle. They're both fixed signs. They share the same modality. The trine, they share the same element. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, 159. The 5th house and 9th house are like the legs. Does that make more sense to you? So really try to go to astro.com and hit default and bring out the whole sign system. A lot of you guys are going to Cafe Astrology or just the different websites and just using the default, which is Placidus, more modern. And you can still get to the truth, but I just want to teach you in terms of the angles and the aspects, right? That makes no sense, right? Just so you know, right? Scorpio, 1st house, Leo, 10th. The trine is Cancer in the 9th house. Does that make sense? So try looking at that. You should book a chart reading with me. It'll blow your mind open. The whole sign system is more ancient and more accurate. And even the Placidus astrologers, when they have to use timing techniques, ancient timing techniques, you got to go to the whole sign system. So that's where you should start at. All right. But go ahead.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, Maddie said, I'm a Taurus sun. My birthday is May 11th, but I have a lot of Aries in my chart. I have Aries in the 2nd house.
Okay. She said Taurus where?
She's got Taurus sun.
In the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're Pisces rising. Okay. Yeah, that's well, you got some similar energy to my mom, so that's cool, Maddie. My mom was a Taurus. She was right there, 0 degrees. Her birthday's coming up soon, so yeah, that's great energy, and you probably like to be very stylish and fashionable in the local community. The Taurus 3rd house, it could definitely be like that. And yeah, you would definitely have some Aries placements if you're a Taurus sun. So thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Okay. And with the Pisces rising, you probably kind of feel like an alien here on Earth because you're kind of magical. I don't know if you ever used to, check out that show, True Blood, Sookie Stackhouse. You got that fairy blood. Pisces risings, you guys are so pure. And it's like you're wearing rose-colored glasses. And I know, with your vision, it would make you feel like a foreigner to this planet in a way, right? But it's also because you're spiritually gifted. I mean, think of the Pisces risings, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Demi Moore, even who else? There's a couple others. But there's this, you will give people a lot of compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy. You can energetically see, Maddie, people on their highest vibration. But just remember, that doesn't mean they'll ever live up to it. But I'm sure with your Taurus sun, you're pretty grounded and practical, and you could be definitely a realist. Tauruses keep it very real. Oh, so very real. So, I love that energy, though. But yeah, well, where's your moon at, Maddie? I wonder where your moon's at. So any other comments on the Cusp of Power? And I hope you guys sign up for Coffee Talk. We got a lot of people coming. This is going to be really fun. Jupiter and Cancer, all 12 rising signs. This is a year transit, you guys. Jupiter and Cancer is not automatically getting the bag. It's more, who's your first teacher? Your mother. It's the motherly divine wisdom and knowledge. So when Jupiter's in Cancer, it does expand sometimes your home, real estate, your emotional mind. You're connecting to your mother, to your roots, your ancestors. The bag can come through your deep intuition, your feelings, your nurturing and caring, protecting others. Could come through real estate. Actually, I think Jupiter in Cancer is going to bring back a real estate boom. I think the real estate that will start to get better after, may not start right in June, may kind of take to like September, October, but real estate will kind of come back up after all this foolishness that's going on. Okay. But we got a lot of big changes. May, June, July. So, right, Friday night, next Friday, I'll be doing Saturn and Aries starting May 24th. June 9th, Jupiter Cancer. July 7th, 7-7 portal, Uranus in Gemini. Huge shifts. 2025 is the year of coming attractions and sneak previews and, major changes. So be ready to embrace change. Be comfortable with getting uncomfortable, because that's where God works the magic and the blessings are. Okay. So let's see who else we got. Questions and comments.
We have very low
Okay,
today.
that's
So they
all right.
might be letting you have a break since they said he's not feeling good.
All right, you guys. Well, if you guys are kind of chilling, that's good. But thank you for coming. This has definitely been cool and fun. Any other questions about the part of fortune in Aries or the cusp of power?
Maddie just
Well,
said that
coffee
everything
talk.
you said is 100%.
Yeah.
Scorpio moon, Venus is in Aries, and I will be
Oh,
54 this year.
yeah.
And thank you so much.
Oh, so we're around the same age, Maddie.
Yeah, and then
Scorpio moon. My twins have that. Now, Maddie, when you're feeling those intense emotions, girl, you got to let them go. It can make you toxic and sick, right? That Scorpio moon in the 9th house, you have probably really, changed your beliefs a lot. Were you raised like devout Christian or Catholic, and now you're more spiritual? The Scorpio moon in the 9th house, and maybe mom did more of the teaching than dad. Yeah. And I'm sure you still have that deep connection to God, right? You got a strong faith, but maybe now you're just open to the esoteric and occult knowledge, and you're more spiritual.
she says she's still learning how to protect her energy because I pick up everybody.
You pick up everything.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And I want you to know, even like now, you said you were chilling at the beach. Whenever you're out and about, you're like an energy sponge. So literally when you come back home, because you're born on a full moon, right? When you come back home, you have got to like transmute, like even though you may not see it, just like shoot your fingers down to the ground, just shoot the energy out, shake it out. But literally, if you're not going back outside, Maddie, put on your house clothes, wash your hands and face. So that way you're transmuting out the energy, because when you're out and about, oh my God, you're pulling in everything. So when you get back home, right, that fourth house of Gemini, and you're back home, you're hearing all these words in your head that are not Maddie's words. They're other people's stuff that you've picked up, because you're like this energy sponge out in public, for real. So do me that favor. That's a good spiritual hygiene, right? Natalie Marconi was talking about that the other night, spiritual hygiene, and it's important. So just to remember that, like, you got to protect your energy, because you are very intuitive, psychic, and empathic, my friend. All right. So anybody else? Rose,
TK
anybody?
is here.
What up,
When
TK?
is the last day for the Aries special? The 19th.
Oh, the 19th at midnight Pacific. So please reach out, Eric at BigEAstro.com. You won't regret it. Aries Sun Moon Risings, the birth chart sale ends the 19th. This is a great time to book it. It's now no more 65, 90 minutes via Zoom, down from 250 to only 206. And my chart readings, they are thorough, like the borough I'm from. Place they named it twice, New York City, because it's nice. It's not as nice as it used to be, though. I miss my old city. Okay, but I work with Aries Sun Moon Risings. You can do a natal birth chart, solar return, or secondary progression, which means you may not be vibrating as an Aries anymore. You could be a Taurus, Gemini, or OG Cancer. Okay, and it's really a great experience. You receive the recording, you ask live questions, and you get your chart and videos of all your planetary placements, so you can absorb these energies, these vibration, light energy, frequency planets, right, that connect to your chakras and to really who you are, the map of your life, the remembrance of your soul. So doing a chart reading with me, we explore here healing the inner child, positive affirmations, reprogramming the subconscious mind in a dream book. I get deep. So please reach out, TK and everybody else. And then, Taurus, you'll start on the 20th this year. Taurus Sun Moon Risings. Okay. Same price, 206. Now, I have the other option, the custom video summary. So it's like a 40 to 50 minute custom video summary where I record your chart reading for you. I put in music. You can email me pictures of yourself, and I put it in, And then with that, you're also getting transit recording. So I break down the transits, current and future transits, okay? And you get the chart and videos of your planetary placements. And then when we're done and you absorb it, then we book a 30-minute Q&A where you can ask me questions about the chart reading. So this is normally $350 for the Aries sale, right? It's only $305. This is really, it's magical and it's super dope. All right.
So Maddie said thank you.
You're welcome,
And then
Maddie.
Chantel had a good question.
Yes, Chantel.
You had some good questions, Chantel.
Chantel,
I want to say this is at least the second time today.
You always got good questions, girl.
Anyways, she says, is the cusp of power on our birth chart reading? Not sure how to find it.
On our birth chart reading?
Well, do you go over the cusp of power during
So,
that reading?
okay. So if you're on the cusp, I break, like I said, you're going to be either an Aries or Taurus. You know, I definitely give you that video so you can understand the energy, but I do explain, you know, if you're a 0 degrees Taurus or 28, 29 degrees Aries, you know, I explain like how that energy blends in your life. Yeah. No stone is left uncovered in a chart reading with me.
Unturned,
uncovered. I
did. I just corrected him. Oh, he doesn't like that, guy.
Was she just correct?
I did. Oh, I'm so sorry. But it's no stone is left unturned. It's not about covering the stone. It's about turning the stone over to see what's underneath it. You cover it up.
No, I said uncover.
No stone is left uncovered. If it's uncovered, then that means no stone is left. You see, like it's a double negative.
Okay.
And
so it's unturned. Okay, so you know what that means? I have to spank my mouth because I was naughty. I was wrong. She was right.
I'll spank it. Pop, pop, pop. Anyways,
you know she liked that.
Anyway,
I'll never tell.
Let's see. What else is Chantel talking about?
What's up, Chantel? What's on your mind?
Talking about, girl?
And you guys have been doing okay with Neptune, Aries, and the dreams. Remember, on IG, I was talking about the Pisces, North Node, Virgo, South Node. Let's honor that. Compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy. Focus on your gut health. Be of service to humanity. Be kind to yourself. Retire from negative self-talk.
All that stuff. She said, thank you. And then TK said, may I have a mini reading for my hubby, please? Scorpio sun, moon Aries, and rising is Cancer.
Cancer rising, the Scorpio sun in the 5th, and the moon in Aries in the 11th. Mom could have been really busy, involved in organizations. She may be more like a friend than a mom. The Scorpio sun in the 5th house, I wonder what he does for work. That's an interesting chart, the Cancer rising. He could probably do pretty well in property management or real estate, even health, medical, or financial stuff, banking. That Aries moon in 11th, he could even get himself into politics. Cancer risings, though, they can get pretty political. Remember the Leo second house, they can be very regal. Their speech. So there's also that element of creativity from Cancer risings. But yeah, the sun in the 5th house, he loves his hobbies and creativity, his music. The first child, you could have a Scorpio sun moon rising, or they just have that like Scorpio archetype energy. They could be into detective, police, investigation. If you're married to a Scorpio husband, and he wants that Bonnie and Clyde type of love, and I'm sure you must have earned his trust for him to want to marry you. And that's kudos to you, because Scorpios, they can be emotionally very vague, private, and secretive. The key is for you to make your husband laugh, then you can get all the answers you want. Because people don't know, Scorpios are actually very silly. They want to laugh and joke and have a good time, but they have to feel that they can trust you first to be vulnerable. Right? He's here to break generational curses. You have a Scorpio sun moon rising. Something happened when mom was giving birth to him, either preeclampsia, tubes tied, emergency C-section, jaundice, something like that. But yeah, he's got a good chart. He's probably very nurturing and caring, protective. Is he like a year younger than you, or is he a little bit younger than you? I wonder if you may be an older wife. Even just by a couple days or a month, but that could be. But yeah, just always make him feel safe and secure, and then he'll open up to you more. But he probably loves like his mood music. What type of music does he like? More eclectic, more emotional mood theme music, right? So, and he may like to initiate in the stock market, long-term investments or the day
So
trade.
she says that he is a dancer and he manages an entertainment company.
Entertainment, Scorpio, and he's emotionally invested in it. Yeah, that's and sorry, that Aries is in the 10th house, not the 11th. Sorry.
And we have Vincent Reed here, and he is
What's up, Vincent Reed?
A Leo sun, a Virgo moon, and a Aries rising.
Aries rising, Virgo sun in the 6th, the Leo moon in the 5th. Fire trine, very powerful. It's one of the most rare ascendants, Aries and Pisces. Your heart is into whatever you create.
She's 7 months older too.
I was right. You're 7 months older. See? Oh my God, I knew it. See, that's that intuition, and I could tell in the chart. Oh my God, that's cool. I knew it, girl. I knew it. And he likes that. He likes that, And wow, that's actually really cool. So the Virgo moon in the 6th. Moon doesn't like him being the 6th. You got to watch your digestion. Vincent, and the Virgo moon is the most intuitive moon, so you could be very creative and very intuitive about what you create, and you would be even if you are in entertainment or politics or whatever, you've got a heart for humanity. You want to be of service to humanity, but you are just as authentic as they come, and you're going to go through a lot of changes with Neptune on your ascendant. Okay, that's going to really affect you. And I want you to really embrace the poetry, the film, the dance, the spirituality, the compassion, the empathy. You may start to get more into photography in the next to 2039, more into film. I would make sure, I got to tell you this is the house ascendant is the first house of self, the I am energy. Upper teeth to the crown chakra. Please stay away from drugs, alcohol, and any pharmaceuticals. If you have a certain prescription you have to take for your health, fine, but try not to take new stuff that you've never put in your body before. With Neptune on the ascendant, it can really mess your head up. And Saturn's coming there May 24th, so you may start to get a couple of migraine headaches. So rub your temples and eat cooling foods, cucumbers, blueberries, and just cool it down. Get your new edition on. God, wow, let it go. Cool it down. Okay. Also, you're going to feel more spiritually aligned. You're going to feel like you can just like shapeshift from now to 2039. It's going to be a really interesting time for you. You should definitely reach out and book a chart reading. All right. You're Aries rising. So the sale ends on the 19th. So Vincent, holla, Eric at BigEAstro.com. Love to meet you, bro.
And let's see, we've got that's it.
And the husband is a dancer.
Read My Lips is here. Sorry.
Read My Lips.
And says hello,
Read
fam.
My Lips. Did you show your big 3? I don't remember Read My Lips.
Read My Lips has been here. Yeah. I want to say it's been, I don't know when, but it's been a little bit.
Your lips have been elsewhere. Long. Your lips have been going other places.
Read My Lips a couple times. Maybe that she came in at the end and we weren't able to get
I just want to know where your lips have been, because they ain't been here.
That's a little nosy.
Well, it's Read My Lips. And your lips have been read somewhere else. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
No, I'm only playing. But thank you for coming. If you want to share your big 3 real quick before we bounce, shoot it. Shoot it. We're actually going to be ending the show earlier than we ever do. But this has been super fun, you guys. Aries season's winding down. Our Coffee Talk Saturday. Birth chart sale ends on the 19th. The 18th, Mars will enter Leo, leaving Cancer. It's been there forever. It's been rough. Mars and Cancer has been tough on everybody. I cannot wait. And I love it when it gets to Virgo because that's my natural home placement. Also, next week coming up, right? I've got Amit Diaz on Monday, the 14th. And I've got on the 17th, Thursday, Kimberly Williams. So I think both of those are going to be 8 p.m. Eastern. And come check it out. It's going to be really dope. Two brilliant women who are really making things happen for the collective. All right. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I love you guys.
Wait, we have
read my lips.
Vernon Russell sitting under the wire.
Ooh, what's up, Vernon?
Ooh, you showing up in the last minute. Let's see. Good evening to both of you. Hello.
Good evening. Where you at? It's good afternoon
where
here.
Are you? I'd be curious. It's
what country you at?
I'm in Aries rising with some of my houses different. Cancer 4th and 5th, Leo in the 6th.
So Leo's in the 5th, Cancer's in the 4th. You want to look at the whole sign system. But what's your sun, moon, rising?
Let's see. Aquarius in the 12th, Cap, Sun.
Pisces is in the 12th. Okay, so
January 19th, Leo moon. How much for a reading?
How much for a reading? So hit me up, Eric.
He's from Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, so it's still afternoon.
So let's.
You know.
It's okay. So we were thinking you were on the other side of the world.
I thought you were in another country.
I was like, oh, where's he from?
Well, good evening to you, my brother. So let me just let you know, you should use the whole sign system. It's more ancient, more accurate, right? Aries rising, you got Pisces in the 12th. You're looking at Placidus, and that creates interceptions, and it can throw off the aspects. So that Leo moon is in the 5th, trining the Aries ascendant. The Aries birth chart sale, normally it's $250. It's on sale for $206, 90 minutes via Zoom. We break down the whole birth chart. We work on healing the inner child, reprogramming the subconscious mind, positive affirmations, dream book, the whole 9. It'll blow your mind. So the sale ends on the 19th. So jump on it, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. You got to hit me up directly, Eric at BigEAstrology.com. I'd be honored to meet you and do your chart, my brother. So, and Virginia's cool. I went to University of Maryland at College Park, and my cousin went to Charlottesville, UVA. So I know VA good. I know VA. A lot of creativity down there, a lot of great people in Virginia. So, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. And I hope I hear from you, Vincent, and all you other Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising people. And I will see you Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm sorry. Did we read my lips?
Yes, do read my lips. I talked about her lips, so now we got to give her some lip service.
And she said she's a Virgo sun.
I knew it. What's up, girl?
And moon. And a Capricorn rising.
Ooh, Cap rising.
I didn't forget you, girl.
The Virgo sun and moon in the 9th house. So, okay, maybe we have done you before. I can't remember, but I will say this. You know, you feel that obligation to achieve status, success. You're like a workaholic. You try to manifest a lot in this physical 3D matrix. You really just want to tap into the Sagittarius 12th house. You just want to explore and travel the world and be an archaeologist and learn about food and culture and pontificate. But you feel like you got to get married, have the kids, the white picket fence, the dog. Virgo, Sun, and Moon, 9th house. You could be really big into education or nutrition. And you definitely have a book to write at 44 or 56. And you probably feel more at home when you're traveling. You're super intuitive. You may like spicy food, but it may be jacking up your tummy. So just be mindful and careful of that. But, you know, you probably, when you travel 50 miles or further from home, and you may have left your hometown. Did you leave your hometown? I feel like you did. But when you travel, you feel like you always find like a spiritual family or just like your tribe, your people. I wonder, was mom more of your teacher than dad? And stressing education? Education is probably pretty important for you too, as well, I would say. But Virgo, Sun and Moon, 9th house, really good energy. Okay. So Thank you. And
she says she is a workaholic.
Yeah, I know.
And she wants to travel. Girl, don't we all?
Yeah. Do it because it's going to make you.
Yeah, do it.
You got to travel because it's going to make you feel. You will connect to humanity in such a powerful way that you'll realize that this workaholic stuff is not cracked up to what it is to be. You know what I mean? Your soul will light up, so that's important for you. Have you left your hometown already? Because this may be the time. You got Neptune in your 4th house. So when you're at home, please, alcohol does shrink the brain. Don't, to 2039, maybe stop drinking. A little bit of is okay, but like the pharmaceuticals or any escapism drugs and alcohol, no good. But you got Neptune and Aries in your 4th house to 2039. You may have more of a spiritual connection with mom. You may want to get a water feature in the home or a sound bowl and, increase your spiritual practices. But I would definitely stay away from any heavy drugs or alcohol. Okay. So that's it, you guys. This was so much fun. Super dope. We out. I'll see you Sunday night. We're going to break down Aries in all 12 houses. That's going to be fun.
Yay.
And I may start doing that now for each sign because I've never done this before. So I'm going to start doing that. Aries in all 12 houses. Just focusing on the Aries energy in each house. How it plays out. All right? So that way it kind of encompasses everybody. All right. Hope you guys are having a good Aries season. And I will see you. Hopefully I see you Saturday at Coffee Talk. You can book it on the website, $22. If you can't make it live, you can still pay and receive the recording, the chart, everything. It's going to be super dope.
TK says I don't know, is TK a boy, a male, woman, or a male? But anyways, says he loves astrology and it's mind blowing.
It is, right? You should come to Coffee Talk. You would love it.
But he's going to be teaching. If you're not completely versed, he's going to be teaching an intro to astrology. If we ever finish our book, which we will. And
yeah.
Could it be
but I mean,
really
I can
great
teach
book,
it without
but
the
he
book.
can teach it without the book. But anyways, that's just my little, let's get that done.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys. We love you. And it's been real.
Episode 325, Part of Fortune in Aries and the Cusp of Power, Aries-Taurus Cusp. See you Sunday night.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.